Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm breaking down the one and only trade that I took on Tqqq to make $137. And I'm going to break it down for you. Right now, it has been a couple days. I won't lie, I took this trade on Monday. So it's been a couple days, been kind of busy. But essentially, you guys already know, we had the 15-minute high and 15-minute low. So I mark it out every day, take my trades based off of those levels. So these are 5-minute candles. So we go 5, 10, 15. This is the 15-minute high. Is this Monday? Dang, bro, this is not even Monday. Never mind. Chill out. All right, this is Monday. I went back too many days. I was like, yeah, this does not look right. Anyways, 5, 10, 15. Boom, there's our high. This is our low. You can see that we were staying within this range for the most part. And when we stay within that range, I just don't like to take a trade because honestly, if you watch this strategy enough, you'll understand that when the market breaks out of that range, that's when we start to move in a positive or negative direction, whichever way we're moving for the day. But that's when we actually start to move how you want it to see it, right? So I mean, I can use this day as an example since I accidentally almost drew the levels on this. 5, 10, 15. So this would be our high right here, right? We get a break and close above. And we come back and we retest the midline of it. Of the midline, right, would be the 50%. So basically right in the middle of the high and the low, the 15-minute. And then we get a bounce, boom, and then, the direction's kind of up for the day. Or at least staying up. Now, on this particular day, we were within range until about 10 a.m. This was a news. Well, I think this might have been a news candle actually. Essentially, what happened was waited for the 15-minute break, 15-minute opening range breakout, and we go on QQQ, and this is the exact trade I took. So this was the low down, or this was the high right here on the 15-minute. I'll mark it out on Tqqq. I took this trade after this 5-minute candle printed. You can't really see it. After this green 5-minute candle printed, I took that trade because basically what we did was we broke, closed above. I didn't take it off of this because I felt like we were too overextended, and over the past few trades, what has been happening is I have been taking that, and then the market will come down, wipe me out, and then go in my direction. So I decided to wait for a proper retest, wait for a better entry, and that's exactly what I did. Waited for a better entry here, waited for more confirmation as well, so we came back down, found support at the 15-minute high, and then bounced on that 15-minute candle. I actually entered on the 2-minute time frame though, if I can show you what that looked like. 2-minute time frame, still pretty solid, right? Obviously we got a bounce here and then started continuing up, and all I did was run a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and conveniently the bottom of my risk was below these EMAs, right? And that's typically what I like to see price follow. I like to see price follow the EMAs, find support off the EMAs, and continue pushing up. In this case, that's exactly what it did. Slow grind up. Took my 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. I actually did not take it right up here. I waited a little bit longer because we were in a pretty good uptrend, and I actually took it. I forget where I sold. I think I sold it at 90.68. Was it 90.68? It was like slightly above where I should have sold. Regardless, overall solid trade. All I did was follow the plan, and this time I waited a little bit longer for price to pull back, find that support, and then begin pushing up. So with that being said, I mean, that's literally all the trade was. It's pretty simple. Finally broke the losing streak. So if you're watching this video, we made it out the mud, and we're back to the grind. So if you can survive a losing streak and just have full faith in your system, then you're going to come out winning 99% of the time. If you don't have faith in your system and you're taking trades based off of a different strategy while you're losing, if I was going to sit here and not take this trade based off my strategy, and I was going to take it, be like, oh, I'm going to switch it up today and I'm going to take a trade based off of a fair value gap and then a break of structure or something like that, whatever, any other strategy, right? What you have to understand is the minute that you decide to do that, is when your entire, like, all your statistics, right, that you're calculating for yourself, everything that you're understanding for yourself in terms of wins, losses, duration in trade, duration that you were in the trade, right? Whether it was a win or whether or not it was a 1-to-1, a risk, 2-to-1 risk reward, whatever it was, everything, all of that goes out the window because you're not using the same strategy. If you don't use the same strategy, your like appreciation curve, instead of it going, like this, like incrementally up, it goes like this. And then it ends up just being flat over time. But if you just stick to the same strategy, I know it's boring. It's really boring if you just stick to the same strategy. But if you just do that and you just take basically the same trades every day, like, I'm not saying you can't lose, because I just lost multiple days in a row, but you won't lose over the long term as long as your strategy is profitable. So use that information how you want. But that was my trade. Didn't take a trade yesterday. I don't know if I'll take a trade today. I don't know. We're pulling back here. The market's in a really weird spot. If you look on the hourly on QQQ, we're just in this weird, I'm going to take these out of here. We're just in this weird, we drop down, we push back up. Like, we're out of the uptrend now. And now we're just kind of, like, you could say, yes, we're still in an uptrend because on the 4-hour, it's higher lows and higher highs, whatever. But right now, we're in like an intermediate zone where I don't know if we're going to go up and make another high, or if we're going to start to reverse here and start to pull back to where, the daily might want to retrace possibly the tops over here, stuff like that. So it just depends. But overall, if you can day to day follow the 15-minute high, 15-minute low, break, retest, or just a break with appropriate risk to reward ratio, then I think that you can win. So hopefully you guys can apply this to your own trading. And like this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.